Hey, what's good, dog? So today we're going to be talking about GTA 6 once again. This is the fourth instance of me making a part 2 to a video that I already made, going over more stuff, responding to comments, all that stuff. It's very rare that I do this because there's some things I need to elaborate on and respond to. I want to make this nice, quick, and easy. I don't want to call anyone else, so I'm not going to show a single screenshot. So if you were conscious last week, I uploaded a video talking about my concerns about GTA 6 maybe or maybe not being mid. And it's very important that I worded that sentence in a specific way just then. I'm concerned that GTA 6 may or may not be mid. GTA 6, a game made by a company that's been around for over 20 years, making masterpiece after masterpiece, a good track record of making games that people rock with, people love, and people will play and remember forever. Apparently, me expressing my concern about a game being mid that hasn't come out yet, let alone had a trailer be released for it yet, that's apparently a sin so deadly it is up there with the 7 deadly sins in the Bible. Now, at the end of the day, the people that have an opinion about my opinion does not really matter, because the people expressing their opinion about my opinion are a bunch of 13-year-olds. A lot of the comments that I got on my last video are formulated in such a way to where I read it and then I think to myself, do I have the time in the day to reply to this in such a way to where it actually matters? No. So then I keep scrolling and I read the next comment. So why am I even making this video? Well, there's some comments that I got that I think I should, respond to. So first things first, why the frick did I start the video out by saying that women are ruining gaming as we know it? Well, because it's sometimes true. It is not true 100% of the time. There are some good female gaming developers, I'm not going to deny that. But what we have seen in the past few years is a wide track record of women ruining gaming developing companies and making their games worse by implementing things that men are not into. But, like I just said, that's not the case 100% of the time. Okay, there are a bunch of other things that go into games that ruin the gaming industry as a whole. And so going as far as saying that I am labeling all female gaming developers as, crazy feminists that are making games worse, that is a grave accusation because that was not my intention. So I'm here now making this part 2 video kind of elaborating on it a little bit further. So when I see this picture of all these female Rockstar employees, I can assume that they're going to make the game worse, but are they going to make the game worse? Is the game worse already? I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. And so I'm just theorizing. My whole GTA 6 video was a theory that GTA 6 is going to be mid when it releases. And that was all before the trailer. So let's look at the trailer right here and now, and let's determine if GTA 6 is actually going to be mid. So let's get onto it right here and now, okay?
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Already, the first 2 people that showed up in this trailer are minorities. Why are you minorities ruining this gaming industry? First you got women and now you got minorities. What is going on in today's society? We cannot have this in our children. Need I say more? Let's continue. Gyat! Interior. Yeah. Crocodile alligator. Yeah. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Trust. Canon Schmeck scene? Now that is basically my reaction when I first saw the trailer. It doesn't look that bad. And according to Charlie, I think Charlie said it, I'm not sure. Rockstar, they have a wide track record of a lot of things. And one of those things is releasing a trailer for one of their games. And the trailer is very honest about its material. The trailer shows the graphics being really, really good. Well, apparently that's the truth. When you play the game, the graphics are going to be that good. But we will have to wait and see. But the point of me making my GTA video is saying that it's not about Rockstar's track record of making good games. It's about the possibility that maybe we have an outlier. Maybe they finally make a dog poopy game that does not work, it does not sell well, and it is looked down upon by all the fans of Rockstar games, and they're going to go back to their GTA 5s and their 4s and their Red Deads. And Rockstar will have to spend the next decade rebuilding their reputation. They'll have to rehire all those people that they laid off, get new writers, get new producers, get new casting, all that stuff. But is that going to happen? It probably won't. But like I said, what if it does? It is totally possible. With all the evidence that we've been seeing, with all the other instances where games have been releasing and they're dog poopy, why are we forgetting that? I had one comment saying that I'm just sharing this opinion to be different. Is that a bad thing? Well, they're making it out to be a bad thing, but clearly I'm just more intellectually intelligent, okay? I think it's good that I'm thinking differently. I don't want to be a part of this mob mentality or, hive mind all of these opinions, whatever the frick term I need to use. I'm nothing like you ninjas. I don't want to be anything like you ninjas. I want to think logically. I want to think outside the box. I want to think like no one else has ever thunk before. If I see a flaw in something, I want to point it out, okay? And I'm probably going to. I'm not going to say that Rockstar is the best company in the entire universe, because they have a lot of things about them that are really not epic. And GTA 6 might be another example of them really not being that epic. Overall, I think it's good that I'm setting my expectations low, because if the game ends up flopping and it ends up being the worst game of the year, then it's something I expected and I was right the whole time. But if it ends up being the best game of the year and it doesn't flop, then, well, I'm wrong, aren't I? And also, we just got a really good game, didn't we? So I say it's a win either way, because when you set your expectations super low for something and it ends up being really, really good, you're like, what? I was wrong and it's actually a good thing. Wait, this is so epic, I'll actually get excited. I'll get excited to buy a PS5 finally, because it's not going to be on PC. And then I'll play it and I'll be like, oh, I just want So then about the game engine. I said that games made by Rockstar, their engines are optimized horribly. And then people are like, well, it runs really well on my system. Maybe you're just unlucky. I think it's a skill issue. Yeah, you're probably right. And in fact, it's not even that big of a deal. And everyone, ignore my criticisms of the game engine. I'm just complaining because I feel like it, okay? I'm not going to speak any further on that because it doesn't even matter. Don't buy the game if it doesn't satisfy you, man. It's so easy. And then I reply to it and I'm like, when a franchise has a loyal community that have hopes in the next installment being good, then I think it's reasonable to be upset when the installment is potentially released with many unlikable qualities. Pretty much, if the game is bad, why am I not allowed to talk about it? If the game might be bad, again, why am I not allowed to talk about it? Am I not allowed to share my opinion on the internet anymore? Ironic you tell them to say the N-word and you yourself don't say it. The reason they don't mention those terms is the same reason you don't. Cancel culture. So then I reply saying, it was a joke that seemed slightly serious, so it wasn't obvious it was a joke. I'm just trying to keep the viewer's attention up by saying something a middle schooler would find funny. So yeah, in my last video when I said that you should just say the N-word, you could put it in your scripts, in your comics, in your media, all that stuff. Just say the N-word and people will like you and you will approve to them, appeal to the masses and stuff. I was half joking, okay? So yeah, just ignore that or something, I don't know. How can you complain about women putting down men shortly after judging women's ability to make a video game simply on the fact that they are women? Really? Hypocritical much? I reply saying that those are two completely different things. Anyone can criticize anyone they want for any reason. And then they reply again saying, in what way are they different things? You put women down for simply being women in the video game industry. Then you complain about women putting men down for simply being men. Engage your brain. Anyone can criticize anyone they want for any reason. They are not immune to being criticized for doing so, though. Now, at first when I was replying to this comment, I wrote like 2 different paragraphs that I deleted explaining why these are 2 different things. But it was so long, I'm like, man, this doesn't even matter that much. I'm just going to write 2 sentences of an explanation. And then I posted the comment thinking that they're probably not even going to read it anyway, but then they did and they replied. And so I'm not trying to have a debate in my YouTube comment section. I made a channel in my Discord server called Debate Center in the text channels category. And so if you want to debate me on something, please just join the Discord server. We'll debate in there. Let's not do it in the comment section because it gets really, really annoying seeing all these YouTube notifications on my phone and I have to reply to them all the time when I'm debating someone. It's really, really annoying. Anyway, so the reason why me criticizing the women in the gaming industry is different from them criticizing men as a whole is because all these women that I'm criticizing, and I'm not attacking anyone in particular, I'm just saying in general, all of the women in the gaming industry that are ruining games, they're complaining about men and putting men down and a bunch of other things that they just throw in their games. And so then they start polarizing all of these different groups of people that have a different opinion than them. And it creates a lot of tension about all the people that agree with it when they're playing the game and all the people that disagree with it that are playing the game. And so they'll have all these criticisms about these certain kinds of people, like specifically men, and not all men are bad, and same with not all women being bad either. Not all women that work in the gaming industry are bad game developers. And same thing with not all men that are straight are a bunch of misogynistic, abusive individuals, okay? But a lot of these women fail to mention it or even acknowledge it at all. They just put men down because they think it's the right thing to do and they think all men should die. Those are the people that I'm talking about. So I'm not putting these women developers down for simply being women. It might seem like my intention is to put them down and make them get fired for like no reason. But I'm here to tell you I wanted to express a theory, not an assumption. And I even asked, what interest do these people have at Rockstar Games? What are they plotting over there? I wasn't accusing them of automatically making the game worse. I was pointing out the fact that Rockstar Games is following a trend that we have seen in many other gaming studios, such as Insomniac Games. So if GTA 6 ends up being horrible once it releases, then here is Exhibit A. I'm targeting female game developers that suck at their job, okay? Which is totally different from these women that are targeting men as a whole. All men should die, all men are misogynistic rapists and stuff. Those people. Yeah, I'm misogynistic. I'm misogynistic towards women that hate men. Okay, how about that? But yeah, like I said earlier, not all men are bad, not all women are bad. Which is something Diesel Patches said in a video recently, I don't remember which one. And I kind of like that. I think that's a good way to live. We don't need to marginalize a whole gender just because you had a bad experience with a couple of them. There are horrible male human beings and there are horrible female human beings. There are good male human beings and there are good female human beings. There are some nasty non-binary people. There are some good non-binary people, you feel me? So if your daughter says she's lesbian because she's been having horrible experiences with men, you need to tell her to lower her standards and find better men to date. How about that? I think that's it. If there's anything else I forgot to mention, I'll say it in the top comment of this video. I don't know. I don't want this video to be super long. But it probably is anyway. I've been recording for like half an hour. So let's just stop it right here. Sub to the second channel, follow the Rumble, Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok, and join the Discord server. Follow other social media. Bye-bye.